15, trying to make my way at a brand new school. But because I rode in the rodeo, I wasn't very cool.
In Your Dreams was about a 3-day project for me. I was part of a songwriting group out in Colorado, and they were inspirational to me. I just wanted to come up with a hook for a song that I thought would be a little special, and I realized that the phrase "in your dreams" could be taken 2 ways. And as soon as my mind bit into that, about 3 days later, the song was done, and it was a fun process because I was concentrating on it the whole time.
In your dreams, cowboy, I can't be...
In a word, teardrops. There was a lot of folks shed a tear, and I knew I'd written something based on that at least touched people in different ways. Maybe it was because the song was positive for them. Some of them, it was remind them of things they might want to forget, but one way or another, it was an emotional song for people.
You just open your eyes, you'll see I'm not right for you.
Well, I came from, I'd say, a musical family. My mom was a piano player. My sisters played as well. I have a brother. We both picked up the guitar and just started playing off each other. And that was, I guess I was 18 years old before I picked it up seriously. And we just went from there.
You can love me in your dreams.
In Your Dreams has 13 songs that I wrote, and some of them go a ways back for me. They go back to some of my earlier songwriting period, which is about 12 or 13 years ago. But I held on to them and I saved them for what I thought would be a record that would have more impact and more viability. So I would save a song here and there. While I was doing the first 2 CDs, I went ahead and recorded certain songs that they were good, but I was saving what I thought were my best songs for this CD. And so for the last 10, 12 years, I've got my best stuff on there.
When I saw her with all her friends, I said,
we put the song out and got some treatments back and some storylines for the song, and one came back that I thought really had the imagery and the technique, the production techniques that were mentioned. I thought really captured what I was thinking when I visualized the song, and that's when I was put in touch with Lark Watts, and we went rolling from there. And it's been a good process, and I just sit back and sort of get into the song and do my thing, and I feel like I'm being well taken care of. So it's a good process.
In your dreams, cowboy.
I was approached by a video production company that I do a lot of business with, and they had this song called "In Your Dreams." And as soon as I heard it, I really did know I'd really like to do this particular video. We came up with the idea of doing it in my hometown of Winchester, Kentucky. There's an old school that I went to elementary school in that's closed down now. It's called Victory Heights Elementary, and it's not really being used anymore, the front part of the school anyway. And you know, I thought it would be really nice to do the classroom scene in Miss Green's old homeroom. So that's what I did. It was really great going back to see the old school. This particular video, normally I like to shoot a video in about 2 days. You plan for it for a month, and then you knock it out in 2 to 3 days. This was a little different because we had so much projection. We had to shoot the storyline and project it, and then had to go back and shoot storyline again. So this was a pretty serious production for a music video. I love the way it's bright, vivid colors with a high definition, and all of a sudden we cut to strong black and white, grainy Super 8mm. I think it's a really good contrast for this particular song.
But I never...
One of the young actors who may turn into a director one day said, "Hey, let's have a pencil be pushed off the desk and have the young actor, the little boy in the song, respond to the pencil being on the floor." And sort of that was the takeoff for their little romance. So I thought it was a great idea, and you know, I'm glad we got it in there.
I looked at a couple of actors and interviewed a couple of actors before I settled on an actual old couple that's been married 54 years. While we were shooting the hospital scene, while she's in the bed, the old man kind of got a little tear in his eye, and he said, you know, this isn't the first time we've been here. And I thought, how real is this for the song, that he's come close to losing her several times, and he sat in that position next to the hospital bed. So when we had to have him shoot the part where he walks up to the screen and puts his hand on her face and cries, I think that was pretty real for him. He had a lot of tears rolling that night, so thinking about, you know, if he did lose his wife. A song that's good deserves a very good video, and I hope we've done that.
We were able to find actors and pairs that were actually meaningful to each other. The young couple in the first verse, I call them a couple. I don't know if their parents would allow me to say that, but they're connected in a romantic way. Yeah. And then the elderly couple that fill out the song and the rest of the song, they're an actual married couple, been married for 54 years, and so what more could you ask than the reality on screen of those people?
I love you.